Hi everyone and welcome back. In this video we're continuing with the topic of the highest common factor and the lowest common multiple. Before we begin, you'll need to know what prime factorization is. If you haven't seen my video on prime factorization, I recommend watching that first. Click the link on your screen or check the description below. Then come back here when you're ready. In part 1, we found the highest common factor and the lowest common multiple by listing factors and multiples. Today, we'll use prime factorization instead. This method is especially useful for larger numbers, and it helps us avoid mistakes like missing out factors or multiples. So let's find the highest common factor and the lowest common multiple of 120 and 150. First, prime factorize both numbers. Take the prime factors they have in common. 2 and 2 match, 3 and 3 match, and a pair of matching 5s. Multiply them together, which equals to 30. The highest common factor of 120 and 150 is 30. In other words, 30 is the largest factor shared by both numbers. For the lowest common multiple, multiply the highest common factor by leftover numbers, which in this case are 2, 2, and 5. Multiply them together and we get 600. Another way of calculating the LCM is to take the highest power of each prime factor. So for 2, the highest power is cube. Both 3's are to the power of 1, and the highest power of 5's is square. So we get 2 cubed times by 3 times by 5 squared, which equals to 600. So the lowest common multiple of 120 and 150 is 600. This also means that 600 is the smallest number that appears in both times tables. Here is another example. Find the highest common factor and the lowest common multiple of 72 and 90. First, prime factorize 72 and 90. Then take the common factors 2, 3, and another 3. Multiply them together, so the highest common factor of 72 and 90 is 18. Now let's find the LCM. One way of doing it is to multiply the highest common factor by the leftover numbers. So 18 times 2 times 2 times 5, which equals to 360. Or take the highest power of each prime factor and multiply them together. 2 cubed times 3 squared times 5, which also equals to 360. So the lowest common multiple of 72 and 90 is 360. It'll be interesting to know which method you would prefer for finding the lowest common multiple. Let us know in the comments. It's easy to mix up highest common factor and the lowest common multiple. So here is a tip. The highest common factor is always less than or equal to your numbers. The lowest common multiple is always greater than or equal to your numbers. That's why it's a good idea to practice them side by side. Here are 3 questions for you. Pause the video here and have a go. When you're ready, check the answers in the description below. Here is a real-life example. Bob wants to build a patio that is 240 centimeters by 300 centimeters. He wants to use square slabs without cutting them. What is the size of the largest square slab he can use? First, prime factorize 240 and 300. The highest common factor equals to 2 times 2 times 3 times 5, which equals to 60. So the largest square slab he can use is 60 centimeters by 60 centimeters. How many slabs does he need to buy? 240 divided by 60 equals to 4 rows. 300 divided by 60 equals 5 columns. 4 rows multiplied by 5 columns equals to 20 slabs. So he needs to buy 20 slabs in total. Here is an idea for you. Take the measurements of your room and see if you can find the size of the largest square tile you can use to cover your floor. Did you know that around 15,000 satellites orbit the Earth? The International Space Station completes an orbit in 90 minutes. The Hubble Space Telescope orbits the Earth in 95 minutes. If they both pass over your city this morning at 7 a.m., when will they next pass together again? Find the lowest common multiple of 90 and 95. Prime factorize both numbers. Take the highest power of each prime factor, so the lowest common multiple equals to 2 times 3 squared times 5 times 19, which equals to 1710 minutes, divided by 60 minutes, and we get 28.5 hours, which is 1 day and 4.5 hours. So they will both pass over your city again at 11:30 a.m. tomorrow. Here is a challenge for you. How many times would each satellite orbit the Earth in that time? Leave your answers in the comments below. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more GCSE Maths tutorials. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next lesson.